Hi, in today's I'm going to share with you two key ingredients if you want to pass interviews with high-performing companies and corporations in general. The first key ingredient you must understand is that it's not too often that candidates and people who want to get into these jobs like to listen and to follow the advice they're being given. And this can be for various reasons. One of the more common of them would be that you've been running your small business, you've gotten used to taking your own decisions and doing things your way. When it comes to working for a corporation, the environment will be slightly different because you're going to have to fit into a certain mold if you want, or certain templates if you want. This is why listening and following advice, starting with these job interviews, is essential if you want to do well with these things. And to give an example here, many candidates have developed some sort of a tunnel vision, when you want to get hired at company X and that's your dream company and you see nothing else besides that. Whereas statistically speaking, it's highly unlikely you're going to be successful in applying for a job with that one specific, your dream company, from the first try. So you're going to have to at least wait for a few months, if not years, to be successful in your endeavor. Now, what happens is that people who like to listen and to follow this type of advice will understand that, they realize that, hey, at this point, my position might not be the best to apply for a job at my dream company, so I would rather pick, who knows, maybe one of their competitors, or another high-performing company. It's also a matter of volume. So this is, by listening this type of advice that, don't put all your eggs into one basket. This plays a significant role in improving your chances to be successful interviewing with high-performing companies and with corporations in general, right? The second thing I like you to consider here is many of these high-performing companies are interested in working with people who can and will work hard for them. Okay, so whether you like it or not, it does show the number of hours you invested in that interview process. It does show in a majority of candidates. Of course, there are exceptional candidates who don't need, to work a lot, to invest hundreds of hours in their interview processes. However, in my experience, it's quite often for candidates to spend over 100 hours into preparing for a job interview with high-performing companies. So this concept of outworking everyone else in the interview process does exist, and it actually works for a good number of candidates. And if you corroborate this type of advice of outworking other candidates with my previous advice of applying for jobs with multiple companies, that's when you get the best chances of success. And I found these as key elements in passing these job interviews. I hope you found this useful, and thank you very much for watching.